Hey guys, welcome to my follow-up video. I'm taking a break from the Ghost Hunt ones at the minute. I will have a new one on tonight, but I fancy doing a bit of a phone thing again. I did a sort of a review and a complaint about the HTC ONE X that I got, that it wasn't all going well. I did have a few comments sort of saying, some people saying, well, mine's fine and whatever, but you know, 99% of other people I've talked to and spoke to one XDA developers even, are having major problems the same as I did, with horrendous battery life, unbelievable heat when you're charging this thing and using it. It literally try and burn through your fingers. Real big problems with frame rate taking video, 1080p, 720p and anything below. I just couldn't get smooth frame rate on the videos and things. So some people had said they'd moved over to the Galaxy S3 and never looked back since. So I did. I managed to get myself a nice Galaxy S3. Totally different kettle of fish, this. I must stop saying M. I keep saying M a lot. I don't know why. Much faster, camera faster, battery life better, screen different. Not saying better. The Galaxy. The HTC ONE X had a nice screen, the Super LCD screen. I must admit, was really nice and clear and bright and something special. But this has still got a nice screen. It's huge. I don't know whether it's actually slightly bigger or not. I can't remember. I think it's slightly bigger than the ONE X screen, but not by a lot. But it uses the AMOLED, Super AMOLED technology. But again, really, really nice screen. Frame rate on the camera, full 1080p, never drops a frame. You can still do the old take, there's that M again, take 1080p video and take a photograph at the same time, which was a big thing with the ONE X. Can still do that on here. Front facing camera is even a 1.9 megapixel, which is really clear, really nice. So camera wise, this thing is spot on. And since I updated it to the latest firmware, which I'll tell you about in a minute, because this thing wasn't unlocked when I got it and it wasn't unbranded, which it is now. Gaming, really, really cool, really fast. Now I found on the ONE X when I was gaming, the battery would just be sucked dry within a crazy short amount of time. And a lot of people had the same problem. And if I plugged it in and tried to play a game so I could play while I was charging, this thing tried to burn through my fingers. It was so hot, the ONE X. It was unbelievable. I couldn't actually hold it at one point, and I had to sort of like pack in. Not such a problem with this. Here, the battery lasts a lot longer. ONE X, I could get moderate use. I could get through the day as long as I didn't go too daft, and as sure as hell as long as I didn't play a game. This, I've managed to get 2 days out of it with moderate use, and I've played a game, damn M again, and played a real major 3D game, and it was fine. I still went through the rest of the day without having to charge, and I still made it through most of the next day with just standard Facebook, text, and a few phone calls sort of thing. So it lasts a lot longer. I've took video. I used this for a ghost hunt we did recently, because it is a really good quality camera and the flash is really bright, and it's like you use this as a light in the video. And it was no problem at all. I was taking full 1080p video all night long. If I tried that with a ONE X, which I did, I got about an hour and a half out of it, and the battery was completely flat. This thing went nigh on all night. It was really good. Got lots of other cool features as well. I'm really going to have to work on that. I'm sick of saying that now. Obviously you've got like the Siri voice command thing, which is gimmicky. It's alright, it's good for a laugh, but it's gimmicky. It's not a deal breaker or nothing. It's got obviously the stay awake thing where it scans your eyes and... Sorry about that, that's a text message from the wife, I believe. Sorry for the creepy notification tone, I just like it. But, as I was saying, the Siri voice thing, gimmicky, works fine, but you know, that's all it is. It's got the stay awake feature, I don't know what they actually call it, where it tracks your eyes. So if you've got the screen dimmer set to say like a minute, after a minute obviously you have to touch the screen to bring the screen back because it's dimming out. Where this, it actually tracks your eyes, looks at your eyes and keeps it on until you look away. Now it does work, I've tried it, it's quite, that could be functional, quite good. Lots and lots of other different little features. It's got lots of gesture features. Like one, I can press the screen on the lock screen, turn it, and it'll launch the camera. tap the top of the screen to go back to the top of menus and little things like that. If I press and hold an icon to move it to another screen, I just tilt the phone left and right. It's got loads, it's got so many. I haven't actually sort of played with them all yet. So really, really good. Over the One X, it's a much better phone. Faster, the games are faster, the camera's faster, the battery lasts longer. Not had one issue with it. The only issue I had with it was when I got it, it was locked to 3. But again, rooted it, took 2 seconds. There is a program on the App Store, if you look for it, to actually unlock these things, and it permanently unlocked it within 2 seconds, so that was easy to do. But then I had the problem it had the 3 branded ROM on, which is not a problem. There wasn't a lot of crap built into it, but it had the boot up and shut down animation. So, XDA developers, again, brilliant website, went and got the stock unbranded ROM, flashed that with Odin. Again, if you're going to do that sort of thing, make sure you read up on it first. But I did, worked fine, and now the 3 firmware that was on it was quite old, and that was the latest one that 3 had released, and it was at least 3 generations back from the latest one that the guys who bought the unbranded phones were getting. So now this is running the latest European UK ROM, right bang up to date, lots of new features in from what it was when it was on 3. The camera and that's had some new features and that added, lots of new stuff, and it works fine. And now when the updates come out, I'll get them first, as long as I don't root it. If I root it again, it can cause problems with getting over the air updates and that. You've got to get the latest ROMs off XDA developers and flash them yourself. But I'm going to keep it stock for a while, wait for the new thing, and when the new Jelly Bean comes out, I should get it first, because as far as the phone's concerned, it is fully unbranded and it works fine. I've got no problems with the anything. It doesn't look any different to what it did before, but again, really nice phone, really nice screen, really fast, no problems, guys. So if you're wondering what to get, HTC ONE X, and you're into Android phones and you're wondering which should I go, I would recommend this. Definitely go for this. If you're a heavy user or a moderate user, go for the Galaxy S3. You won't be disappointed. I haven't had any problems with it. Again, XDA developers forums, there are people complaining about this, that and the other, but I've never had any problems. And most of them problems were caused by rooting, or not so much the act of rooting, but not doing it right, or flashing custom kernels and stuff like that, where you start messing on with the internals of the firmware and things. You will start getting problems. On stock, on thing, just seems to work fine, no problems at all. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Any comments, more than welcome, but no fanboy comments. You know what I'm like if you watch me with the videos with that. I'm not a fanboy of any one phone. I've only said what I've said about the One X because it's what happened when I used it and what's happened with a lot of people. It's got flaws. It was a nice idea, it was nice on paper, but when it came to building the hardware, they made too many mistakes. If they bring out a revision, the HTC ONE X2 or whatever, and they fix all them problems, fine, it would be great. But for me, this is a much far superior phone. Yes, people are saying it's not that much of a jump from the Galaxy S2, but it is, because I had the Galaxy S2. It's a hell of a lot faster, feels different in the hand, just got enough new features to me to warrant sort of jumping from one to the other. So if you're upgrading from a Galaxy S2, definitely go for it. It's a really nice phone, and you'll be used to it as well, because even though it's different, it's got lots of new features, it still has a similarity. But you know, don't worry about that. It's going to just not be anything in like as an upgrade. It's not going to give you anything extra because it is. So I'm going to leave there's that I knew I'd fit another one in before the end of the video. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Coming up to the 10-minute mark. Any comments, please leave them. Nip over to XDA developers if you want to go into like flashing the like custom ROMs and things, or putting stock if you want to unbrand it. Dead easy to do. If you want to unlock your phone, scary easy to do. Permanent unlock. I unlocked it and I flashed a completely different ROM on, and it's still unlocked. Sorry, still works fine. So well worth doing. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you next time.